I work alongside the curator, Jake Chapman, and also with Jeremy and Bruin and the team at Peace One Day. And my role primarily is to liaise with outside organisations that help to make our project complete. And those include organisations such as the Institute of Contemporary Arts on the Mall, which is where we will be exhibiting our M16 project later this year, but also with auction houses, for example, such as Bonhams, who we're working with. For me personally, I struggled with heroin addiction for most of my 20s. And I was very fortunate enough to have access to the support which enabled me to change my life. And I remember when I first met you, Jeremy, you said to me that, if we're able to achieve peace, first we have to achieve change. And you made me realise that I had an opportunity to do something that would make a difference to my life and the lives of so many other people. And so I leapt at that chance. That's why I wanted to work with Peace One Day. I first met Jeremy Gilly back in 2011. He was introduced to me by my good friend Sean Pertwee, and Jeremy had been approached with an idea to host an exhibition which would consist of decommissioned AK-47 assault rifles turned into works of art. Jeremy said that he had little to no experience of the art world and needed support. I had worked in the art world in galleries for years, hosting exhibitions and working with artists and collectors, and Jeremy asked me if I could help to make the project a reality. So we started to work rather bizarrely in the back room of a small gallery in Soho with a cup of tea and a Kalashnikov, and we slowly moved from there. Sean came up with a very good idea that we should approach Jake Chapman and ask Jake if he would consider being the curator of the project, which obviously we all thought was an amazing idea, to work with somebody who has such a great reputation and who would have the influence that was needed to encourage other artists with other great reputations to be involved in the project. Before we knew it, one thing led to another, and we'd gone from this small back room in Soho with a big idea and a machine gun to exhibiting with 23 of the world's leading artists at the Institute of Contemporary Art on the Mall, achieving over 9,000 visitors over 5 days, which according to the ICO was unheard of, and then selling the artworks by incredible artists, Jeremy Della, Damien Hirst, Sarah Lucas, Tim Noble, Sue Webster, Sir Anthony Gormley, an incredible list. And we raised nearly £500,000 in aid of Peace One Day and achieving incredible awareness with widespread international press campaigns. It was really amazing. Well, what we have on the table now is an incredibly exciting project titled M16, again curated by Jake Chapman. Jake, on behalf of Peace One Day, is asking artists to produce artworks from decommissioned M16 Assault Rifles, which will be exhibited at the ICA on the Mall during Freeze Week, which is the heart of the contemporary calendar in London. And it's incredibly exciting. Already so far we have participation from an amazing list of artists, from Ryan Gander to Peter Doig, obviously Jake and Dinos Chapman, Polly Morgan and Matt Collishaw, and I think it's going to be amazing. I think it's an interesting question. Art can absolutely make a difference and affect social change, and I think that this project is a particularly good example of how that could be made a reality. Firstly, the artworks that the artists make each have their own individual, unique message, be it about peace, or social change, but also by participating in the exhibition, artists themselves can help raise funds and promote awareness of Peace One Day, which itself affects social change. What's mission accomplished? I think it's undoubtable to say that AKA Peace surpassed all of our expectations. The press coverage was incredible. The amount of money that we raised surpassed all of our expectations. So, quite simply, I think we all hope to surpass our expectations again. We want more awareness. We need to raise more funds. But I think also, more than that, I think we could hope that we could encourage people themselves to be involved in making art that has an effect on social change and promotes peace, and that people might perhaps want to create their own exhibitions in support of Peace One Day.